Welcome back to a very special recording, and the reason why this is special is because this could likely be the final recording of 2017, and I thought it was fitting, considering I haven't recorded this Let's Play series in over a month. Yeah, sorry about that. Look, I'm not gonna, you know what, let's save this for the end. All in all, very interesting year 2017 was. Very, an up and down year. Either way, we're within hours, we're gonna be counting down to 2018. So let's get to this, the last recording of 2017, WWF 2001. As you can see, we're on Raw, and we are 2 weeks away from King of the Ring, as the King of the Ring tournament continues, with three tournament matches tonight. So let's get to Raw and find out who advances in the King of the Ring. The feud between Angle and Jericho continues, as Kurt Angle, after last week and the the countout finish, I should say. I think it was a countout, I forget. But either way, Angle calls out Jericho and says the feud isn't over yet, as he doesn't care about the Intercontinental title anymore. It isn't about the Intercontinental title, it's about competition. It's about him proving he's better than Chris Jericho. And even though I don't like doing feuds like this because it undermines the title, these two have been feuding for 2 months at this point, and well, plain and simple, giving them a match with sort of a different stipulation would help the match. Like, it would make it seem different. Like, giving them a non-title match would seem different. And that's exactly what I'm doing, but I'm not, like, it's sort of the Kevin Owens AJ Styles feud from earlier this year, but in a different variation, because instead of having Angle and Jericho trade the title back and forth, Jericho has kept the belt, because I knew from the word go, I had no interest in putting the Intercontinental title on Kurt Angle. So that's why every match ended the same way it did, to avoid Angle getting the title. But that's why this one, the blow-off at King of the Ring, won't be for the Intercontinental title. So now the question would be, who's gonna win? Well, you're gonna have to wait to find that out. So now we move forward with the King of the Ring tournament, and the first round 2 match. Perry Saturn against Farouk, and Perry Saturn gets the win over one half of the APA. Pretty good chemistry too. I'm pretty happy. I mean, it's hard for me not to be happy with this match. A 72 rating, that's really good. 69 in-ring performance by Saturn. Solid by both guys. Now we move to the next storyline segment with Edge and Christian finding Commissioner Regal in the back, saying that Foley forced them. Forced them into a match against Kane on SmackDown, and that they deserve to have the night off tonight. So now, there's that. The feud between Edge and Christian and The Undertaker and Kane continues. Triple H comes into the arena with Stephanie in tow, which leaves us wondering why Hunter's here tonight. And now we move to the first title match of the night. Actually, the only title match of the night. Oh no, the first of two. Actually, I forgot there was another title match. Chavo Guerrero successfully defends the light heavyweight title against Jerry Lynn. Once again, like I mentioned earlier in this series, Chavo was the first and thus far only WCW talent to win a WWF title. No, Chavo is not an invader. Chavo was brought into the company by Eddie and is not a part of the invasion and will not be a part of the invaders once invaders start showing up. But now we move backstage with Jeff and Matt. Jeff getting prepared for his King of the Ring match against Stevie Richards, and Matt goes to wish his brother good luck in the match, saying having one of us in the match, in the tournament, is better than having none of us in the tournament. Good luck, brother. And now we move to the match, and of course, Jeff Hardy gets the win against Stevie Richards. Unfortunately, unlike Ron Simmons and Perry Saturn, these two have bad chemistry with each other, and it showed in the match. Still an average match, but it showed just that they didn't. I disagree that it was a poor match because of the 62 final rating, but I don't know. I guess that's what's good about the King of the Ring. Now we move to a non-tournament match with Big Boss Man against K-Quick, and of course, Big Boss Man gets the win over K-Quick. Nothing really to this match other than getting both of them on TV in the in tournament season. Now we slide it over to the announcers, where a graphic shows up on screen, and the announcers let us know that next week on Raw, Austin and Benoit will have a contract signing ahead of their title match at King of the Ring for the WWF World Heavyweight Championship. And now we move to the last King of the Ring match of the night with Test against Albert. And it's also a title match because Test is defending the hardcore title against Albert. And Test, as you can tell, gets the win over his former partner. But now this means that that tomorrow night on SmackDown, you will have more King of the Ring qualifying matches with Eddie Guerrero, Rikishi, Hugh Morris, Rhino, William Regal, and Dean Malenko still set to compete in their round 2 matches. It's going to be interesting because, well, basically everyone left to compete are heels. And it's going to be heel versus heel for the 3 round 2 matches on the other side, because I didn't make it an equal range of baby faces and heels in the tournament, so that's really my fault. But either way, it's going to be an interesting show tomorrow night on SmackDown with, well, I can tell you that one of the matches will likely be Hugh Morris and William Regal. And if you want to know what I'm looking at, why my eyes are off the camera, it's because I have all the King of the Ring tournament competitors listed right next to me. So, because, it's been a month since I've done the season, so I forgot. But now we move to the next segment with Lita talking about her talking about her match at King of the Ring against Chyna for the WWF Women's title, and how she's ready to lead this division. And be the top woman in the WWF. And speaking of women, Lita goes up against local star Gail Kim. Don't ask why she's a local star in the tri-state area even though she's Canadian. I'm guessing it's because she moved in-game. But either way, Gail Kim, very new. I think it's, wait, let me rephrase that. Gail Kim, I think it's her rookie year, from what I remember when I signed her to a one-night deal. But, I mean, 16's pretty bad, but not horrible. You know, I mean, it's, I would hope that she had some potential, that if I put her in developmental, she would be able to get better. Now we move to one of the more interesting feuds, in my opinion, because, or more pleasured feuds. I don't know what I'm trying to say. I guess what I'm trying to say is, I basically just picked these two because these two were two of the guys not doing anything. You know, two of the top guys not doing anything. So I just paired them together and tried to come up with a reason for them to be feuding, other than them not having anything to do. Because then it would make fans look at it like, how do you not have anything for The Rock to do? You know, Big Show, that's okay, because Big Show going into the year, I mean, following WrestleMania, was hardcore champion, so it's not like really, you know, it's not like you don't have anything for him, considering he's hardcore champion. But how do I not have anything for The Rock? Well, that's why I took a second and actually tried to come up with something. And that's where we come in with this, because Big Show's once again out complaining about not being respected because he's not in a match tonight. And The Rock comes out and tells him to stop whining and do something about it. You know, but, I mean, I'll say, yes, there would be more said in this promo, in this segment, but I think it would be stupid of me to try and manage this segment, because it would give me one less thing to do, knowing that The Rock and Big Show can take care of the segment themselves. Where I could focus my attention on other things, like Benoit and what he's doing tonight, and, well, the big overarching storyline of the invasion. But either way, Chris Benoit, grabs a mic ahead of his match in the main event and says, "Austin, come King of the Ring. I'm gonna show you why they call me the Crippler." Wow. And then we move to the main event with him and Raven, and wow. I'm like, wow. I'm like dumbfounded, to be honest with you. This is one of those matches that I made crossing my fingers that it would be a good match, but I didn't expect it to get this good. And yeah, I know you're gonna be looking at it like, oh, 81, that's not that good. You're right, but when you're putting in a guy unproven like Raven and Benoit, you know, guys unproven like them, you know, it's like you don't know what to expect. So I'm ecstatic with this result. I'm very happy with this result. And then we move backstage with the sight of Triple H, very reminiscent of The Undertaker last week. I mean, 2 weeks ago. But either way, Triple H doesn't seem as beaten down as The Undertaker was, but he is still injured from the attack. But much like when The Undertaker was attacked and Kane found a note, Stephanie McMahon found a note next to Hunter, we can only think that it has to do with who attacked Triple H, Much like we think that the note had to do with who attacked The Undertaker. Now, for those who may be questioning why I didn't include Stephanie in a segment, why, this, that, and the other thing, it's because, well, partially I didn't think about it. And, I didn't think about including that. But also, I'm telling you, that's what happened. Well, no, I ran out of time. That's the reason why I couldn't include it, because I ran out of time. Yes, I could have taken time away from other segments, but as you can see, the results show that I did good either way. So, that's what I think, maybe that's what you'll see next week on Raw. As we're going to be tying everything together heading into the King of the Ring, because I'm going to tease it now, the night after King of the Ring will be the next step forward in the invasion, sort of in this storyline, as things will move forward following King of the Ring. And it'll take a big step forward. But either way, let me know in the comment section below what you think of the booking so far of this series. I'm gonna try and never let that happen again, where I have a month gap in between videos. I apologize for that. I know I'm not usually that, I haven't always been that consistent, but I always try and avoid doing something that drastic. But with that being said, let me know down below what you think of this series. What you're thinking of this series as we head into the King of the Ring, because as always, feedback is more than welcomed and appreciated. But if you don't want to leave a comment, you can always leave a like. Subscribe to the channel. Subscribe to the channel for more content just like this that you can only find right here at Wrestling Express. And with the new year coming to a close, with this year coming to a close, I just wanted to say a major thank you to everyone who supported the channel over the course of the year. I never thought I would hit 100 subscribers. I mean, I know it's a minuscule subscriber count considering the count that other people have, but I honestly never thought I would hit 100 subscribers, because I knew that the game was limited in popularity, and I knew I was going to do a grassroots way of going as far as Twitter took me, as far as exposure went. But, I just want to thank Billy Garcia for working with me this year. I want to thank James Beard for working with me, even though we didn't work together as much as I'd like. I want to thank everybody that had a part in this channel, from Dave Brown on Around the Ring OK, and my buddy Dave Unger from Attitude of Aggression podcast. I want to thank everybody that had a part in a video on this channel this year, and I look forward to another incredible year in 2018. Once again, thank you for all your support, your feedback. I appreciate it 100%. It's very crazy to see people actually watching videos that I made and took the time to put together. And with that being said, don't forget to ding dong that notification bell to always know when a new video comes up on Wrestling Express. And until next time, I'll see you in 2018. Later.